Sunday feast class. But before that, request all the kids to please come here and all the Matajis to come forward. Kids can sit here. As the program proceeds, we'll have more people coming in. Or you can come front, Srivatsa and Karthik, come front. Madhava, come front. Today's Sunday feast class will be given by Her Grace Sarveshwari Mataji. Sir, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Let's all chant one time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today's Sunday feast class will be given by Her Grace Sarveshwari Mataji. Mataji is very well known in our congregation for devotees who are coming here first time. She is very humble, very sweet, doesn't say no to any service. She does many services. She leads the garland service, cooking service, cleaning service, and classes, you name it, and Mataji is there. So we're very fortunate to hear from her today. With that, once again, let us welcome her by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra one time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my humble obeisances unto our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada and my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Romapata Swami, Satyasara Prabhuji and Jai Subhadra Mataji, and to all devotees. Thank you Satyasara Prabhuji and Jai Subhadra Mataji for giving me this opportunity. Please forgive me if I make any mistake, and it's all because of my ignorance, and I am really not qualified for this service. Just to purify myself, I am doing this service. Thank you all devotees for joining us today. So I will start with Jai Radha Madhava prayer. Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Hare Krishna devotees. Wish you all a very happy Vamanadev appearance day. And today we are going to see from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 47. So I am going to recite the verse now. So please repeat after me. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 47. Yoginam api sarvesham matkatena antaratmana Shraddhavan bhajate yomam Same yukta tamo matah. So anyone would like to recite this book? 647, it is 647. Yoginam api sarvesham Madgatena antaratmana Shraddhavan bhajate yomam Same yukta tamo matah. Yoginam api sarvesham Madgatena antaratmana Shraddhavan bhajate yomam Same yukta tamo matah. Yoginam api sarvesham Madgatena antaratmana Shraddhavan bhajate yomam Same yukta tamo matah. Yoginam api sarvesham Madgatena antaratmana Same yukta tamo matah. Yoginam api sarvesham Madgatena antaratmana Shraddhavan bhajate yomam Same yukta tamo matah. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam Same yukta tamo matah. Yoginam api sarvesham Madgatena antaratmana श्रद्धवान् भजते यो माम् समे युक्ततमो मतः. Translation: and of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga, and he is the highest of all. So that is my opinion. So I will offer my prayer to my Guru. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthabitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Datantishva Padantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatapata Kamalam Shri Gurun Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tamsa Jeevam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabhanto Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha Kalpa Tarubhasya cha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna devotees, this is one of the important and very beautiful verse from Bhagavad Gita. So one more time I am going to read the translation. And of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga, and he is the highest of all. That is my opinion. So let's see this verse line by line, and then we can discuss more in detail. So in the first line it says, Yoginam api sarvesham. Sarvesham means of all types. Yogina means yogis. So of all types of yogis. In the second line it says, Madgatena antaratmana. So that means Madgatena, that means one who is attached to me or always remembering me. Antaratmana, that means within his mind. So in the second line it says, one who is always remembering me within his mind. So in the third line it says, Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. So we all know Shraddhavan means like with great faith. Bhajate means rendering devotional service. Yomam means unto me. So what third line says is, one who does devotional services unto me with faith. So in the fourth line it says, Same yukta tamo mataha. Mataha means opinion, and yukta tamo means greatest of all. Same means in my. So in this verse Krishna is saying, in my opinion, one who always remembers me in his mind and renders devotional services unto me with faith is the greatest of all yogis. So here Krishna says Bhakti Yoga is the best yoga. So first we should know what is yoga. So people understand yoga in different way. So some people they understand that yoga means doing some physical exercise or some postures that focus on stretching or flexibility, or sometimes people recognize it as benefit for physical health, or sometimes yoga means relaxation or reduce stresses and promotes well-being, or they see yoga as breathing exercise, pranayama, so to control the breath and calm the mind. So yoga means most of them think it's the exercise to body and mind. So that's what most people have an idea about yoga, which is not true. So real yoga means we need to keep our body and mind in a healthy state so that we can take care of our actual person. Who is that actual person? our spirit soul. The spirit soul is the actual person. So taking care of our soul is the actual yoga. So Srila Prabhupada often mentioned that it's more important to take care of our soul than our body. So if we focus only on our body, then it's like taking care of the outer cage but ignoring the bird inside. What happens if we ignore the bird? Eventually it will die. If we don't feed and leave, it will die. So we have to use this body and mind to realize our soul. Otherwise there is no use of having this precious human form, human body. So Krishna defines yoga in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 48. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhaya siddhayo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Translation: perform your duty equipoised, O Arjuna, abandoning all attachments to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. So here Krishna is defining two things. One is yoga means perform your duty. Number two is don't get attached to failure or success. Whatever you do, you just do it. So Krishna is very clearly saying in this verse that perform your duty without attachment to outcomes, or don't worry about the result, and remain calm in all situations, whether it is success or failure. Just remain calm in all situations. So when we perform our duty without attachment, then it shows that we are cultivating a sense of detachment. So which is nothing but renunciation. So renouncing from material attachment. So we are detaching from material attachment. So on the same verse, Krishna is also again indicating samatvam yoga uchyate. So that means be equal both in sukam and dukkham, happiness or sadness. So be equal in both. So in another verse, Krishna is saying sama dukkha sukam tiram. Sama means equal or equipoised, and dukkha means suffering, and sukha means happiness. So distress and happiness come and go like in this world, like day and night, or just like winter and summer. So we need to remain calm and composed in all circumstances, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant. So we have to be very calm and composed. So what Krishna concludes here is yoga means do your duty for the pleasure of the Lord, and don't worry about the failure or success. Why? Because we are just doing devotional services to the Lord. So we don't have to worry about the failure or success. So this material world is place of misery. We all know that it's a dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So it will always give you suffering and also happiness. So we need to understand that our life is a mix of both. But both are temporary. So this material world itself temporary. So whatever the problems we are facing is also temporary. So Srila Prabhupada says that one who is unaffected by pleasure and pain like a turtle withdrawing its limb achieves liberation. So for example, a turtle always remain calm and withdraw its limbs, like pull its legs during danger. If it encounters any danger, it pulls its leg. So similarly, we should also learn to withdraw our attachments to pleasure and pain. So this means equanimity or having equal vision is very important part of yoga. So equal vision means tolerating the changing circumstance of happiness and distress through knowledge of who we really are. So we are not this body, we are spirit soul. So we should have that knowledge. So we are not this body, we are spirit soul. So we have to use this body to serve the Supreme Lord under the guidance of Guru, Sadhu and Sastra. Sincerely. Sincerely means what? Doing it from our heart. Like it's not like doing for our external reason, like money or fame, name, and then followers. So we should not do it for that reason. We should do it sincerely, the devotional services. So yoga means linking or connecting our consciousness with the Supreme Lord. So this connection can be done in different ways. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks about 4 ways or 4 yogas. So if we link our consciousness with the Lord through work, then it is called Karma Yoga. Or if we link our consciousness with the Supreme Lord through knowledge, then it is Jnana Yoga. And if we link our consciousness with the Lord through meditation, then it's going to be Ashtanga Yoga. Or if we link our consciousness with the Lord through love and devotion, then it's going to be Bhakti Yoga. So Krishna says, out of all these yogas, Bhakti Yoga is the best because it includes all yogas in it. So if you take Bhakti Yoga, we don't stop our senses or mind. Like we don't leave our family or we don't go to secluded place. But if in Ashtanga Yoga, if you take, they control their senses and focus the mind on meditating. So it's very difficult in this Kali Yuga to practice such Ashtanga Yoga is very difficult. So in Bhakti Yoga, we use everything in the service of the Lord, like under the guidance of Guru, Sadhu and Sastra. See, for example, if we cook prasadam, we offer it to Krishna and then we are eating it. So whatever we do, we just do it for Krishna as a service. We also follow the regulative principles like no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling and no illicit sex. So we use all our means and services only for the higher purpose without any attachment to the result, which is called Yukta Vairagya. So Yukta Vairagya means detachment. The meaning is renunciation in action. That means using everything in the service of the Lord. So when we submit all our actions to Krishna, so that means we do not have anything like our own sense gratification or sense enjoyment. So we submit all our actions to Krishna. So Krishna says we can achieve perfection by following yogas like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. But Krishna is assuring that Bhakti Yoga is the best one to achieve perfection. So why Bhakti Yoga is the best? It's very easy to follow, and also we are using our nature or tendency in the service of the Lord without stopping anything. Like we are not going against our nature. So as I said, we are not leaving our family or we are not going to secluded places and we are not controlling like senses and doing meditation, but we are just doing what others are doing. So for example, we use modern technologies like laptop or Wi-Fi or like Facebook. We are using so many things, but we are using everything to learn about Krishna, to glorify Krishna and to preach about Krishna. So we are using most of that for doing the service for Krishna. So I am not going away from the technology, and also at the same time I am using it everything for Krishna service. So in the Janmashtami time, like everyone used their talent in the service of the Lord. You name it, like cooking or cleaning or deity dressing or altar decoration or garland service, painting, architectural work or carpenter work and electrical work. I don't know if I forget anything. So we used everything in the service of the Lord. So in the Bhakti Yoga, Krishna is directly involved in it. So like cooking prasadam, offering to him, making garland and offering to him. So everything we are involved, Krishna is involved. So if you take Jnana Yoga, they study scriptures and then they gain theoretical knowledge about Krishna, but they don't do any services. They don't involve in any services. They don't have any practical experiences. So they just purify their mind. So Krishna also said in this verse, of all yogis, Bhakti Yogi is the best. Bhakti Yoga is the best. Yogi namapi sarvesham madgate nantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo matah. So one who renders service unto me with faith is the highest of all. So what is Bhakti Yoga? Krishna defines in Bhagavad Gita. So we all are familiar with this verse 9.34. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuro mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam matparayanah. Translation: engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee. Offer obeisances unto me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come back to me. So here Krishna is assuring and gives guarantee to all of us, by doing Bhakti Yoga, we will go back to Him. So he is clearly saying that by doing Bhakti Yoga, we can go back to Krishna. So whatever the action we do, we need to remember Krishna all the time. Like we need to be observed in His thoughts. So by doing other yogas also, we can get liberation. But liberation from repeated birth and death. So that liberation is not ultimate liberation. So but by doing Bhakti Yoga, Krishna is guaranteeing us that surely you will come back to me. So that means we go to spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan, where he stays, which is the abode of Krishna. So out of all liberation, attaining the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord is the highest and the topmost. So only Bhakti Yoga will give this ultimate result, not any other yoga will give. So this is why Krishna says in today's verse, Bhakti Yoga is the greatest of all. So one may have a question like, what are the process for practicing this Bhakti Yoga? So Prahlad Maharaj, he defines 9 processes of sadhana practice. So we all know about this process, so I am not going deep into that. So I will just say one line about each process. Sharavanam. Sharavanam means hearing the names and glories of the Lord. Like Maharaj Parikshit, no, last 7 days of his life, he constantly heard Srimad Bhagavatam. And Kirtanam means chanting his glories. So Shukadeva Goswami, he was speaking Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit. Smaranam means remembering the Lord. Like Prahlad Maharaj always remembering Supreme Lord. And even though his father was torturing, he was always remembering Krishna. And Pada Shevanam, serving the lotus feet. Like goddesses of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, always engaged in the service of the Lord. Archanam, worshipping the Lord. And Vandanam, offering obeisances unto the Lord. Dasyam, serving the Lord as his servant, like how Hanumanji was serving Ramachandra. And Sakyam, Sakyam means developing friendship with the Lord. Atma Nivedanam, so total surrender of oneself to the Lord. That is Bali Maharaja. So in today's verse, Krishna is clearly defining how one can process Bhakti Yoga, or what are the characteristics of Bhakti Yogi. Yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamomatah. So Krishna clearly defines in today's verse how Bhakti Yogi behaves. See, Bhakti Yogi always have great faith in Krishna, and also he takes shelter in Krishna, always abides in him, like completely dependent on Krishna, and always thinks of him or always meditate on him within his mind. Madgatena antar atmana, and always render devotional services unto Krishna, like Shraddhavan bhajate yomam. So when we do all these things, what happens? We become topmost yogi, and also we become very dear to Krishna. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, verse 20, Etu dharmamritam mitam yatoktam paryupasate shraddhadhana matparama Bhaktaste ativa me priyaha. Translation: those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, very, very dear to me. So, Bhaktaste ativa me priyaha. So, those devotees of Bhakti Yogi become very, very dear to me. Ativa me priyaha means very, very dear to me. So, Krishna says he loves his devotees very much and he can do anything for them. So, in the verse 9.31, he says, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. So, he declares very boldly that my devotees will never perish. So, with that said, when we become a devotee and practice Bhakti Yoga, then we become very dear to Krishna. So, that is the topmost yoga. So, when we become very dear to Krishna, what happens? Krishna will always protect us. So, even if we make any mistakes, we are very dear to Krishna. So, if someone is very dear to us, even if they make mistakes, we don't hurt them, we don't destroy them, or we don't think bad to them, or we don't do anything bad to them. So, this is a perfect segue for Vamana Dev pastime. Because today is Vamana Dev appearance day, so it's a very beautiful story where Krishna performed his Vamana Dev pastime to show to the world that no matter what, he will always protect his devotee. So, in the glorification of Vamana Dev, I would like to narrate a beautiful Vamana Dev pastime. So, Pulastya Muni, he is a Brahma's mind-born son. He says, one who listen to divine pastime of Vamana Dev will burn all their sins accumulated for years and years. And also equivalent to one who recites or one who hears this pastime, they also attain the benefits of Ashwamedha Yagna. So that is horse sacrifice. I think that is the topmost sacrifice. So one who recites or hears this Vamana Dev pastime, they also attain the benefit of Ashwamedha Yagna. So we might have heard this pastime so many times by pure devotees. But what Pulastya Muni is saying, one should repeatedly hear this pastime. So by hearing this pastime, all our impurities in our heart will be purified. So Vamana Dev Avatar is the fifth incarnation of the Lord. So once there was a king named Bali Maharaj. We all know Bali Maharaj. So he was Prahlad Maharaj grandson, and he was the king of demons. So he was very powerful and even defeated Indra and also conquered the entire heavenly planet. So this worried Aditi. Aditi is mother of demigods and Kashyapa Muni is father of demigods. So she was very much worried, like my kids are like homeless and they are suffering. And Kashyapa Muni, he said, he advised her to approach the Lord, and so that their sons, like the demigods, would be protected from demons. So she also worshipped the Lord, and due to her prayer, the Supreme Lord also accepted to agree to become their son. So he appeared to them. In his original form, like with four-handed form, like holding the conch, this club, and then lotus, everything. And then in front of his father and mother, he also assumed the form of dwarf Brahmana. That is, he was very short in size, so short Brahmana, named Vamana. So Vamana, he heard that Bali Maharaj is performing some great sacrifice, and he also wanted to give mercy to Bali Maharaj. So when he entered the sacrificial arena, Bali Maharaj received Vamana Dev in a very nice way, like he was greeting very well, and also he washed his feet and did everything. Bali Maharaj asked Vamana Dev, what do you wish for, my dear Brahmana? I can give you anything, whatever you ask for, I can give you. And Vamana was very pleased by his attitude. And he said, no, you are worthy grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, and also I heard that you are very generous and you are very righteous. So I'm going to ask you for only 3 paise of land. So he said, Bali Maharaj said, no, I can give you anything. Island also I can give, anything you can ask for. And Vamana Dev said, a wise man, he will never ask for more than what he wants. So again I'm repeating, a wise man never asks for anything more than what he wants. So Bali Maharaj thought, Vamana Dev was not too intelligent. Because he is not asking anything, he just asked for the 3 paise of land. That too he is very short, and that 3 paise will be very less. So Bali Maharaj agreed and said, no, take whatever you want. Whatever you like, I can give you. And then Shukracharya, Bali Maharaj Guru, he tried to advise him by saying, no, this Darv Brahmana is not the ordinary person. He is Supreme Lord himself. So he is Lord Vishnu himself. So he came here to help demigods. So he is just asking for the 3 paise of land, but he is going to take everything from you. But Bali Maharaj, he replied, I have already given my promise and I gave my word. So how can I be the cheater and how can I be the liar? So he told Vamana Dev to take his 3 paise of land. So Vamana Dev, he makes himself ready, to take the first step. And Bali Maharaj was so amazed to see him, like he was growing bigger and bigger. And then with his first step, he covered the entire earth. So he covered everything. And with his second step, he covered the heavenly planet and also the rest of the universe. And looking around, Vamana Dev saw like there is no spot to leave his 3rd feet. And he asked Bali Maharaj, where should I place my 3rd step? And Bali Maharaj, he bowed his head and said, Lord, if that is your pleasure, please place your feet on my head. So for your 3rd feet. So I am yours eternally. I had become so proud of my power, but now I have lost everything, all my kingdom and everything I lost, and I have gained you instead. I lost everything, but I gained you instead. So Bali Maharaj completely surrendered to Vamana Dev. So Lord Vamana Dev lovingly placed his feet on his head, and all his pride completely went away. And he became very surrendered soul. So Bali Maharaj realized all his mistakes. Since he realized all his mistakes, Vamana Dev made him immortal. And also Vamana Dev said, you have the duty to perform as a Ashura king, and so you have to rule as long as you are here, and at the end go to the Sutala planet and rule the Sutala planet, and you can stay there forever. So and you can live there eternally. So that is Salokya Mukti. So Salokya Mukti means to live in the same planet where God is living, Narayana is living there. So that planet will never be destroyed. So Vamana said like he will be the doorkeeper for Bali Maharaj. So in this way Bali Maharaj completely surrendered his life to Vishnu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Right. So in this pastime, Vamana Dev protected demigods, and also he taught lesson to Bali Maharaj. Like he removed his pride, and also he made him a pure devotee. So he also made him an example of Atma Nivedanam, that is fully surrendered to Krishna. His body, mind and soul, everything is fully surrendered. So what we can learn from this pastime is we should not have any pride, and also we should not occupy more than what we need. So like if we have more, if we are earning more, we can like distribute to our temple like half of your money, so we can construct very beautiful temple. So we also can go to Krishna by fully surrendering. So pure Bhakti Yogi means will always have firm faith or completely surrender to Krishna. So now let's go back to our verse 6.47, which talks about Bhakti Yoga. So how one can obtain pure Bhakti? So that is confirmed in Svetaswatara Upanishad. Yasya deve para bhakti yata deve tata gurav tasyaite katita hayarta prakasante mahatmanaha. Only by the help of a spiritual master one can achieve the perfection of Bhakti Yoga. So otherwise there is no way to become perfect. So in Guru Vandana also it is said, the lotus feet of our spiritual master is the only way by which we can attain pure devotional services. So by his grace one can cross the ocean of material suffering and attain the mercy of Krishna. So this is clearly saying that one should completely surrender unto our Guru. Without Guru's mercy we cannot go back to Krishna. So we do the bhakti in different way. Like some they do bhakti by doing devotional services. Like chanting, making garland or cleaning the temple or altar decoration, they do by devotional services. But some they do by worshipping the Lord. So worship means awe and reverence with respect, but no emotion. So devotion means with love, rasa. So devotional services means done from your heart, like with love. So you may have a question, we are also worshipping Krishna, so what is the difference? So yes, we do worship Krishna, but we do it with knowledge, meaning that he is the Supreme Lord and he is powerful, he is cognizant and he is perfect and he is the cause of all causes. So with that knowledge, we are worshipping and we are respecting Krishna. So when we do devotional services, we do it with different rasa, like 5 rasas or expression of love with Krishna. Like Santarasa. Santarasa means Jiva become a thorn or grass or mountain or flower to give pleasure to the Lord. Like when he perform pastimes, they give pleasure by becoming like this. And then Dasya Rasa means like the devotees offer service in awe and reverences and respect, like Prahlad Maharaj, like Hanumanji, etc. So Sakya Bhava means like they eat food with Krishna and then they play with Krishna, they joke with Krishna and then they exchange like the bhava of friendship with him. And Vatsalya Rasa is motherly love and affection. Like Krishna as a dearmost child, they see Krishna as a dearmost. And Madhurya Rasa is like conjugal love, like how Radharani. So like a mother, lover, friend, child, master, so we worship, like we do devotional. So where there is love, there is service. Where there is service, there is love. So when there is no service, then it becomes mundane. So love is expressed through service. So this is why Srila Prabhupada changed bhakti as a devotional service. So bhakti is nothing but devotional service. So devotion means with feeling, with love. So we do services with love. For example, we also go to office and work, but it is mundane service. Why it is mundane service? Because we are forced to work there. We are not doing it with love because we want to earn money, we want to pay mortgage and we want to take care of our house. So it's like forced to work, like it's not out of love. So if our boss is on vacation, do we work very sincerely? No, we don't work. If your teacher is not there, you don't do any work, right? So the worship is to get something mundane. So to get something in return. Like if boss is not paying salary, do we go and work sincerely? We don't go, right? So you may have a question like, we are also worshipping Krishna. Is it not mundane? So since we are mixed bhakta, so we have desire to get something in return, like from worshipping. For example, so even though we are Krishna consciousness, we also pray for our kid. Like my kid should be like with good health, or my son should get a good job, or my son should get a good college, or my daughter should be like protected. So we also pray for Krishna, like all these things. But if we worship to go back to Godhead, then that is spiritual. So that is not mundane, that is spiritual. So anything for material gain, if we pray, then that worship is mundane. So when we do any services for our kids, we don't expect anything in return. So similarly, when we do any services for Lord without expecting anything in return, then that is devotional services or bhakti. So this is what Krishna says in this verse. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam one who has full faith in me, worship me with devotion, with transcendental loving service, then only pure bhakti starts. So that's why Krishna glorifies bhakti yoga in this verse. So we cannot do pure devotional services overnight. So it takes some time. So because we have so many impurities in our heart, so it takes some time. So we should not feel any disappointed or discouraged because of that. So whatever the knowledge we are gaining now, so will gradually guide us to attain our ultimate goal. So we should not feel distressed or disappointed when things are not happening. So by doing sadhana practice, like chanting, studying Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, like all our impurities will be wiped off slowly. So it will not take overnight, but it will gradually cleanse up our heart. By reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and chanting every day sincerely, then all our impurities will be wiped off slowly. So how we can realize that we are advancing or removing our impurities? So our behavior will change. So if you are a very short temper person, like your behavior will gradually, your anger will gradually reduce. You can realize that by chanting every day sincerely and doing all your sadhana practice. Also our perspective of our life will change. So we lose interest in material things like sense enjoyment or like being in social media for mundane things or unwanted postings or watching movies and talking gossips. Everything will gradually go down when you do sadhana practice. So the first sign of advancing or progressing in bhakti is recognizing our mistake and desiring to correct our mistake. Sometimes people, they don't even realize that they are making mistake. So when you do sadhana, at least you come to that stage that you realize your mistake and you like try to correct your mistake. So this awareness arises only from Krishna, especially when we do sadhana practice. Sincerely we have to do that. So in Nectar of Instruction it says उत्साहान् निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगत्यागात् सतो वृतः सद्भिर्भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यति. Translation. So there are 6 principles favorable to the execution of pure devotional services. Being enthusiastic, endeavoring with confidence, being very patient, acting according to regulative principles. That is, Sharavanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, hearing, chanting and remembering Krishna. Abandoning the association of non-devotees and following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. So these 6 principles undoubtedly assures that complete success of pure devotional service. So by following these 6 principles, we can progress in bhakti. So we are struggling with our senses and impurities. Then how we can become pure devotees? So it is said in this verse, Utsahan. Utsaham, what does that mean? Don't lose enthusiasm. So how do we keep our enthusiasm? By associating with people, those who have enthusiasm. So by associating with people, we can also keep our enthusiasm. So that's why Guru Association and Senior Devotees Association is very important, because we learn more from them. So for example, recently Vijaya Prabhu came to our temple. He visited our temple, right? So despite of being like 70 years old, he was very enthusiastic, very eager to distribute books and give class and do other activities. So one incident I would like to mention here is, so Vijaya Prabhu visited and his program was like around 7 p.m. and the Kirtan was like around 6 p.m. So he was staying at our house. So he was asking Kamala Naina when we are going to the temple. And Kamala Naina said, no, it's your program is like at 7 o'clock. So we will go at 6:50 so we can reach by 6:55 and then your program will start. But and also said, like not many devotees will be showing up like if we go too early. So he said, no, we can go early because Krishna is there and then Kirtan is going on. Like who else do we need? Like we can just go and watch a Kirtan and we can pray to Krishna. So his enthusiasm taught us, like that our devotion should be like driven by love and eagerness. Like it's not from expecting like certain number of people. So we get enthusiasm when we associate with the devotees who have enthusiasm like that. So next is Utsahan. Utsahan is like having strong desires, like engaging in devotional services. So it helps us to actively participate in devotional service, Utsahan. Next is Nischayad. Nischayad means endeavoring with confidence. So we should try our best with full confidence. So in the bhakti process to achieve our ultimate goal. So next is Dhairyat. Dhairyat is patience. Patience is very important in spiritual practice because nothing will happen overnight. We need patience. So if we don't have patience, we cannot progress in bhakti. So whatever the hardship or like tough time we are facing now, it's all part of our journey. So patience will help us to stay committed and also it helps us to move forward in bhakti. And then the next one is Tattat Karma Pravartanat, execution of devotional service, devotional duties. So performing prescribed devotional duties regularly is very important. That is chanting and then reading scriptures and serving the Supreme Lord is very, very important. And Sangha Tyagat. Sangha Tyagat means abandonment of association with non-devotees. So we should avoid association of non-devotees. Or those who are not practicing bhakti, we should avoid their association because it will lead to distraction or negative influence that hinders our spiritual growth. For example, when we associate with non-devotees or those who are not practicing bhakti, we talk about unwanted things. Like mostly three things we talk is cinema, or we gossip about others, or we talk about politics. We don't have any other topics. So these things will be obstacles for our bhakti practice. And also we should give association, like we should bring them closer to Krishna, like giving prasadam to them, or we should give the books, distribute books to them, or we should preaching, like we have to preach to them. So we should not take their association, but we should give our association to them. Satovritaha. Satovritaha means following the footsteps of acharyas. So it is very important because spiritual knowledge that descends from Krishna through the disciplic succession. And it is very authentic and the information that remains very accurate and also it's reliable, unchangeable from its original source because it is coming from Krishna. So acharyas are bona fide spiritual masters. They have spent so many years scrutinizingly studying that scriptures and they are very realized soul. And they made it very easy for us to understand the complex concepts. So not everyone can understand Vedic scriptures. So we should strictly follow the instructions of our Guru and also we should preach the same to others also. So whatever we are learning, we should pass it to others. And we should not put our own thoughts, like no concoction. Like we have to follow the Guru, we have to follow the Guru Parampara and only by their mercy we can execute pure devotional services. Otherwise, no way to execute pure devotional services. With their mercy, we can go growth in spiritual. So we cannot approach Krishna directly. Only through parampara we can reach Krishna. So that is the secret of success in bhakti. So with great faith and complete surrender unto Guru, we can attain our ultimate goal. So with that I conclude my class here. If I make any mistake, please forgive me. Thank you.
Any questions for Mataji?
What's the first one? You have the first one?
I have it, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for the class. Two important takeaways from me. The first was you said that we should not do seva or bhakti for material benefits, right? Spiritual benefit is okay. But I also feel that sometimes Maya delusions us with spiritual benefit as well. And one of the Prabhus who visited our temple, he said, God consciousness or Krishna consciousness is not a Sunday thing, right? So it reminded me when you was mentioning that let's not associate material benefits. But is it also that sometimes associating spiritual benefit that, oh, you know, I checked the box to feel liberated. So I was reading this Nectar of Devotion, I think chapter 2nd or 3rd, wherein it says, and I'm asking the question to you so I can get some more understanding. It says that in one of the prayers, devotee is saying that I'm okay to be in the hell as long as I'm with you, Lord. I'm okay to feel liberated on the earth as long as I'm doing my bhakti. I felt that, you know, sometimes if we attach any benefit, even spiritual benefit, we start checking the box. I did my cleaning, I'm done for the day, right? I did my cooking or kitchen cleaning and I'm done for the day. And we stop to limit ourselves. So is it okay not to initially just associate any benefit with bhakti, not even spiritual, because it's for the Lord to decide what benefit we get or not, so that we don't get delusioned by this entire concept of benefits.
So actually, like without expecting any benefits, only we are doing the devotional services.
Right.
So like if we expect anything, then it will be going to be the hindrance for us.
Right.
Like why? Like sometimes if we have, I wanted to be with you or here or there, then that's going to be hinder for us.
Right.
Like if we don't get it.
Right.
So Prabhuji, you want to add like with that?
That was a brilliant question, Prabhu. So, I mean, Krishna also recognizes this. That's why he says in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturveda bhajante mam, jana sukritino arjuna. So, the four kinds of people come to temple or come to Krishna. One is seeker of wealth, and one is very curious. Another one is jnani, and another one is in distress. So they come to Krishna just for these four reasons. So Krishna says that's okay because they are sukritino, because since they are pious people, they are at least coming. So though they come for some material gain, but in that process, by the association of devotees, the people who really has sincere devotion, by associating with them, eventually they make progress. So then they come to the point that I don't need these material gains. I'm coming to serve Guru and Krishna. So they come to that platform. So the idea of our Vedic scripture is, so people who are not even in the human platform in the first place, meaning they are not responsible, but bring them to a platform of responsibility. Meaning, okay, as a human you have these duties to perform. Then take them one level up. Okay, so not only on the platform of responsibility, you also have to recognize that there is a higher authority. So that is accepting God. Then there are many gods. From that point, bring them to just eke chamsa come to the platform of accepting that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So from the platform of irresponsibility to God, accepting God, then come to the Supreme Lord Krishna. In that, these are the 4 types. Then continue to associate with sincere devotees. Then one comes to the platform of, I don't want anything other than the devotion. So then of course they further make progress and come to the verse. Krishna says, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantastra Dhitavrataha. So fully determined and just always focused on service without any discrimination, any designation, any expectation. So it takes the conditioned souls some time to come to that level. So that is possible only in the association of pure devotees, in the association of Guru. Right? So then how do you follow the Guru's instructions? So that Srila Prabhupada writes beautifully in first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th chapter, the 3 things are super important if you really want to follow the instruction of Guru. The first is discipline, meaning I am ready to take pain in serving the instruction of Guru or in doing service. So if you are not disciplined enough, then we cannot serve Guru and we cannot make advancement. Come to the platform you are talking about, Prabhu. So first is discipline, second is obedience. So if you want to really learn or if you really want to get blessings of Krishna, then you need to have obedience. So follow the instructions obediently, or obedience to Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. So that's second one Prabhupada says. Third is self-control. If you cannot control your senses, Vacho Vegam, Krodho Vegam, Manaso, the Rupa Goswami talks about different kinds of urges to talk, the urges of belly, the genital, the urges of anger. If you are not able to control your senses, then you cannot follow the instructions of Guru, because your the material nature comes up and says, why should I follow? And this is not giving me sense gratification, then why should I do this? So these are the 3 things, the discipline, obedience and self-control makes us to follow the Guru's instruction sincerely and purely. Then you come to a platform that I don't want any material gains. I just to do it, just to glorify Guru and Krishna. Make sense, Prabhu? So it's a very gradual process. So when people come to Krishna, that is brilliant. At least they are coming to Krishna in the sense they are in the 3rd step already. So now we have to continue to encourage them, give them knowledge and tolerate them. Then you achieve perfection. So Mataji was quoting Vamanadeva's past. Sorry, I'm giving a long answer. Vamanadeva's pastime. One of the lessons Krishna tells why I punished Bali, Mahabali. There are many reasons he gives. One of the reasons is that he wants to demonstrate through Bali to others that the tolerance pays off. The patience, Dhairyat. Mataji was quoting that verse, Utsahanischa Dhairyat. So in bhakti there will be a lot of hardships, lot of difficulties. It's not an easy path. You tolerate and just be fixed in bhakti, then Krishna rewards you. So that's a Bali. Bali is a brilliant example of that. So many hardship, so many problem. The faith in Guru and Krishna didn't go down for him. So Krishna showed that. That is Mahabali. I will give him the ultimate benediction, which is eternally you will be in Sutara Loka and I will be your doorkeeper. That means you will see the Lord every day. Amazing, isn't it? Whenever he wants to see, he can go to the door and see Krishna is standing there. And he is a Mahajan as well. So that is one lesson we can learn. So we need to tolerate, be patient, but focused. Then we'll achieve success. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Sarveshwari Mataji. That was an amazing class. Let's give a big round of applause for Mataji. The next part of the program is Arati. Today's Arati Pujari service will be done by Her Grace Rohini Devidasi Mataji, and Kirtan will be done by His Grace Radha Damodar Prabhu. Request everyone to please rise. And if you're here to collect the volunteer certificates, we will be giving it after the Arati and Narsimha Arati.
Here it is. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna. Can you hear? Is it okay, bro? Sound? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sound okay? Sound coming, bro? Sound coming? Hare Krishna. I need to play both, so it has to be kept here. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasatya Deshatarine
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, 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 Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha, Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Sudana, 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 Girivara Gopinath Madana Mohana, Girivara Gopinath Madana Mohana, Girivara Gopinath Madana Mohana, Girivara Gopinath Madana Mohana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Hey Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya 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 Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya. Nittai Gora Haribo, 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 Nittai Gora Haribo, Nittai Gora Haribo, 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 Nittai Gora Haribo.
नमो विष्णु जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की इस्कॉन ऑफ सेडर पार्क की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की तुलसी देवी की भक्ति देवी की संकीर्तन यज्ञ की बृहद मृदंग बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्रोग्राम की समवेत भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदी ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड श्री गौरांग जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नमो
To hold it like this.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
प्रहलाद दायिने
हिरण्यकाशिको वक्षः
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः
हिरण्यकाशिको वक्षः
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः
शिलाटङ्कानखालाये
शिलाटङ्कानखालाये
इतो नृसिंह परतो नृसिंह
इतो नृसिंह परतो नृसिंह
यतो यतो यामि ततो नृसिंह
यतो यतो यामि ततो नृसिंह
बहिर्नृसिंह हृदये नृसिंह
बहिर्नृसिंह हृदये नृसिंह
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपरे
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे
तव करकमलवरे नखमभूतशृङ्गं दलिता Kashipu Dhanu Bringam Keshava Vigita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
प्रभु कर कमल वरे नखा मधुर श्रृंगार कलिता हिरण्य कशिपो तनु भृंगाम केशव त्रेता नर हरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नृसिंह देव जय नृसिंह देव जय नृसिंह देव जय नृसिंह देव
जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव
जय भोलनारायण
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल श्री श्री नृसिंह देव भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की
Thank you, Radha Damodar Prabhu, for the Kirtan. Thank you, Atulya Bhakti Mataji, for Narsimha Arati. Thank you, Rohini Mataji, for the Arati service. So, today's announcement. This week's Sunday feast is sponsored by Kavita Gupta Mataji and Gaurav Prabhu for Kavita Mataji's father, who recently had a bypass surgery, for his fast recovery, and also to take birthday